Welcome back to the Sports News Analysis YouTube channel. My name is Mike. I'm continuing my Week 15 NFL previews and analysis. In this preview is for the game between the Detroit Lions and the Baltimore Ravens. This game will be played in Detroit. Both teams at 7-6. Detroit looking to keep pace with the Bears and the Packers, who both won in Week 15, and the Ravens looking to compete for that second wild card spot in the AFC, need to keep pace with the Dolphins, who won today to run their record to 8-6. And you have a team in the Ravens a lot better at home than on the road. They've won 3 straight games, all of those at home. They're 1-5, however, though, on the road. And we don't know if they've turned a corner here and are going to start to play well in December, just like they did last year, or is it just a byproduct of being home against teams they're probably better than anyway that led to that 3-game winning streak? Huge test for them on the road in Detroit. Look, Ravens 1-5 on the road. A lot of that is due to an inconsistent offense spearheaded by the lack of really any kind of ground game, and a defense that plays a lot better at home, forces more turnovers at home, sacks the quarterback more at home. So, how does the Ravens defense respond to a Lions offense that sort of the flip side? They play better at home, and their quarterback tends to turn the ball over less. And if you look at the Lions, a lot of their success or failure is directly attributed to Matthew Stafford, and if he turns the ball over. And on the defensive side of the ball, how does that Lions defensive line come out and play? I mean, for this team, with the talent they have on the defensive line, to be in the bottom third in the league in sacks, I think it's pretty ridiculous. And I think it speaks to their overall motivation game in and game out. There's some games where they come out and they look like gangbusters. And then there's some games where they come out and they look sort of lackluster. So we'll see here how Ziggy Ansah and Ndamukong Suh, Nick Fairley, and the boys come out and play. It's a primetime game, a game they need to stay in the hunt for the division crown. So you would hope the motivation is there. Because if they don't get to Joe Flacco, that's when you're going to see these deep routes that the Ravens like to throw develop, and Detroit is very vulnerable in the back end, as they have been in years past. That hasn't really changed with Detroit, it seems, this year, as far as being susceptible to the deep pass. How did the Ravens handle the combo of Joique Bell and Reggie Bush if he does play in this one? I know Reggie Bush is a big part of what Detroit does, but Joique Bell is definitely a suitable replacement. Both these teams top 10 in the league in terms of rush defense. So can either team get a running game going, or any semblance of a running game, I think will be key, because with these two quarterbacks, the more they throw, the more they have to try to carry a team, they tend to turn the ball over. And that's been the case for both these guys here this season. But make no mistake about it, both have the capability to put up a lot of points and to really make and put pressure on defenses down the field. In this one, guys, who can limit the turnovers? Who can establish a running game, and which defensive line comes to play and puts pressure on the opposing quarterback, I really think is going to be the difference. And I think in this one, with Detroit at home, okay, I give them a little bit of an edge. All right, the spread in this game is 6.5. I like the Baltimore Ravens plus 6.5 because I think this game will be closer than that, but I like Detroit to win the game outright. So Baltimore plus 6.5 to show up and play their best game on the road this season, but for it not to be enough and for them to fall a little bit short against the Lions. Guys, let me know what you think. Hit me up in the YouTube comments. Hit me up on Twitter at SNewsAnalysis. Subscribe to my channel, guys. Always talking the NFL draft coming up here too as well. So get all the latest videos delivered right to your feed here on YouTube. Just be sure to subscribe. Thanks for listening. Have a great night, guys.